Yeah. First four questions. Anybody any doubt?
So first,
Very first question. Okay. A plus 2b is collinear with C means A bar plus 2b bar will be some lambda into C bar. Whenever two vectors are parallel, one vector can be written as some lambda into another vector, and B plus 3C is equal to some mu into A bar. And they said ABC3 are non-zero vectors such that no two of them are collinear. Okay. I can subtract these two in such a way that let's say I eliminate B. When I eliminate B, 2B will cancel. I'll get A minus 6C is equal to lambda C minus 2 mu A. When I bring one side, I'll get 1 plus 2 mu times A bar minus 6 plus lambda into C bar equal to 0. But A bar and C bar, okay, this is parallel to this, I wrote like this. This is parallel to this, I wrote like this. I subtracted 2 times this from this. I got this equation, brought one side. But they said among ABC, no two are collinear. If A and C are not parallel, how can there can be a linear relationship between them unless this is 0 and this is 0? You will get mu equal to minus 1 by 2 or not or and lambda equal to minus 6. Put lambda minus 6 here, bring here, you will get A plus 2B plus 6 is 0. Or you put mu minus half, bring 2 here, bring everything one side, same thing will come. Is it okay? Very first question?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It is about just collinearity only. Okay. Up to 4, anything else? 4 is almost same as first one. I should have kept next to it. Up to 7, any doubt? Up to 11?
8.
8. The position vectors of the vertices ABC of triangle ABC are respectively these three, then the position vector of the point where, okay. That is basically that BD is to DC equal to AB is to AC. In a triangle ABC, if angular bisector of something will, these two angles are equal, they meet the opposite side at D. It need not be midpoint, but we know BD is to DC is equal to AB is to AC. So here you find AB bar and then its magnitude will get AB length. Find AC bar and then its magnitude will find AC length. So you will know this number and this number. Then apply section formula in this ratio for B and C. You will get the position vector of D.
Yes, sir.
Anything else up to 11? If you look at the ninth question is very simple, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but it is given in 2019, recently, January. They means exactly 1 year back. Up to 15, any doubt? Up to 19?
The 19th statement is
19th statement 2. If A and B are two vector, for any two vectors C and D, mod C minus 10, mod C. No, statement 2 is not true, no? Because in parallelogram, diagonals need not have equal length. That is only possible when mod C and mod D are equal. Then only that can happen. So statement 2 is not right.
okay.
Up to 21, anybody any doubt?
21.
21, okay. Let ABCD be a parallelogram such that adjacent sides are P and Q, BAD be an acute angle. If R bar, the vector that coincides with the altitude directed from B towards AD, then what is R bar? Oh, this is we discussed in projection. Okay, this is a parallelogram. This is P bar, this is Q bar. They want this altitude. What is that? Okay. What is this one? Projection of Q on P. For this formula is Q bar dot P bar by mod P bar square into P bar. From this, remove this, you will get this vector, which is Q bar minus Q dot P by mod P bar square. If they want, they can write P bar dot P bar. Okay. Into P bar. That's it. Straightforward. So Q minus that. Okay. But they also said directed from B to AD. That is also important. What we found is this. If you want from B towards AD, you have to take negative of this. So they might have given this minus Q. Okay, that you have to be a little careful. That also. That's why they might have given minus Q plus P dot Q by mod P bar. Option B, I guess. Is it okay up to 21?
Yes, sir.
Up to 24. Anybody any doubt? Which one?
No, sir.
Nothing. Okay. Up to 27. Up to 30.
28, sir.
Okay. So 28, I think there is some key mistake and what we gave is the answer, but how to do it, let us see. ABCD is a parallelogram. They want DB dot AB. DB dot AB. Okay. Okay, they want DB dot AB. What is DB? I can write it as AB minus AD. Like position vectors. DB can write OB bar minus OD bar. Like that, I'm writing AB bar minus AD bar dot AB bar. What is AB bar? A bar. AD bar is B bar dot again A bar. A bar dot A bar is mod A bar square, which is A square itself, and other one is A bar dot B bar. So A square, A bar dot B bar is AB cos theta. How to find this cos theta, or how to find A dot B? If this is B, this is also B. Okay. Otherwise, directly we have this formula that the C square resultant is A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. I'm sure right in the beginning in physics you might have learned this formula. Am I right? R square equal to F1 square plus F2 square minus 2 F1 F2 cos theta something. Or you can even use the cosine rule here, but when this is theta, this is 180 minus theta. You have to apply cosine rule for cos 180 minus theta. Anyway, what is AB cos theta will come when you bring this one here, this one here. A square minus AB cos theta will be A square plus B square minus C square by 2. When you simplify, you will get 2A square minus A square, which is A square minus B square plus C square by 2. I want including minus, so yeah, this is fine. Plus c square. Okay. Did I write correctly? I wrote 3a square, my plus b square minus c square off of it. So I need to have some plus here. Sorry, this formula is a plus cos theta. Okay, in the resultant. So this is going to be plus. This is no, this is minus. This is minus. But because of this, it will become plus now, and it will be 3a square plus b square minus. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, up to 30. Anybody want to ask anything? You want me to scroll back some any previous question, anything like that? No. All right. Okay. So if you see, the questions are very simple. Okay. Uh, you can based on the basics, you can try yourself. Not much of any involved. There may be one or two questions about minimum value or maximum value or something. Also. Okay. Then we'll discuss triple products. Something in the chart. Okay. You have to put on your videos, everybody. Okay, like when you multiply two vectors, the final product can be scalar or vector. Okay, if you don't put on your videos, you'll be removed. So please put on your videos. Okay, like when you multiply two vectors, the final product can be scalar or vector. The same way, when you can multiply three vectors, where the final product can be scalar or vector. If you take a bar dot b bar dot c bar, it is meaningless because it's a number. Number dot product with vector, there is no as such, so it is nothing to talk about. But we can talk about a bar cross b bar dot c bar or a bar dot b cross c. We can even talk about a cross b cross c. Okay. Coming to this, this is a vector, this is a vector, and this is a dot product. Well, this is a vector, this is a vector, this is a dot product. And this is a vector, this is a vector. Final answer is also a vector. So this scalar triple product this is a vector triple product, and these two are scalar triple product. So first when we discuss about scalar triple product, if really a bar is given as ai plus bj plus ck, or a1i plus a2j plus a3k, b bar as b1i plus b2j plus b3ck, find a cross b and then find this dot product, you will get very neatly a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. If we actually find a bar dot b cross c, that is, we do not change the order. Only thing is that this dot is here, this cross here, and correspondingly bracket is here. In fact, when they give you a bar dot b bar cross c bar, we don't have to ask, do I have to do this multiplication first or this multiplication first? Multiplying this first is meaningless because a number cross put with a vector is meaningless. So when always you have to do cross first and dot later. Okay, so the bracket don't have to give actually. Okay, so this one obviously we are going to find b cross c first, and then we do dot product a. We are going to get this. Okay. In fact, if you see here, only b cross c, what is going to come? Ijk, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. When whatever answer you get, when you do dot product with A, after all, I is replaced with A1, J is replaced with A2, and this is replaced with A3. So even though directly whether these are equal, we may be able to realize, may not be able to realize. But with this formula, A cross B dot C same as A dot B cross C. So as long as you don't change the order, cross and dot can be interchanged. You can bring dot here, cross here, no problem. So we generally represent this with box ABC. And we write box ABC, you can take it like this, or you can take it like this, same order. Okay. Like in matrices, determinants, if we change them in cyclic order, that is this one here, this one here, this one here, especially for 3 by 3, the det will not change. Okay, match and determinants up to now. So this also same as box BC, where you'll get B here and C here and A here. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. So box ABC same as box BCA, which is also same as box CAB. If I take box ACB, that is in the first box, I interchange these two. For example, instead of A dot B cross C, if I take A dot C cross B, obviously this is going to be negative of this. Why? Because C cross B is negative of B cross C. Or in determinants, whenever interchange two rows, will get a minus. Okay. And this is equivalent to its own cyclic order. For example, you bring this A here, you will get CBA. Bring this C there, you will get BAC. So these three are equal, and these three are negative of those three. Okay, this box ABC is equal to minus of box ABC. In this triple product, out of the three vectors, if any two are same, the det is going to be 0, or this is going to be 0. For example, if somebody asks you A dot B cross A, okay, I would ask this in cross product itself, because the definition of cross product is A bar cross B bar is a vector which is perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. When A bar and B bar in the board, A cross B perpendicular to the board, either into the board or away from the board. Because these are perpendicular, their dot product is 0. Okay. So when these two vectors are same, it is 0. What if these two vectors are, let us say it is B bar dot A cross A, something like that. Then A cross A is null vector, and the null vector dot product anything will be 0 again. Okay, so out of the three vectors, if any two vectors are same or even parallel, I may have some 5A bar. Still, it is these two are perpendicular, or even if I have 5A bar, still this cross product is 0. Okay. And the same thing you can understand determinants. In determinants, if two rows are same, okay, or one row is a multiple of another row, that is 0. So it is like determinant properties we are discussing side by side. It appears like that. And we can always split a box. For example, if I have A bar plus D bar, B bar, and C bar, I can write this as box ABC plus box DBC. That is same B, same C, but A plus D and splitting. You cannot split all the three. It is not correct to write. Let's say I have A plus L, B plus M, C plus N, all vectors. I cannot write this as box ABC plus box LMN. That is not correct. Okay. At that time, we can only split out of the three only one. You have to keep other two same. Same thing in determinants also. We can write a determinant as sum of two determinants where we can split only one row or one column. Other columns or rows have to be kept as it is. Okay. One may say how to prove. That's very simple. You write what is the first one here? A plus D dot B cross C. When you open it, you will get this dot A dot B cross C or D dot B cross C. This is box ABC, this is box DBC. So like that we can split also. Okay, there are some properties maybe we did not write in that order here. It's okay, fine. Where is the that means, for example, when we discuss about cross product, we discuss about area of triangle and area of parallelogram are based on the cross product. Like that, where the triple product will come is the volume. If I take a parallelepiped, what is parallelepiped? It is like a cube or cuboid maybe, but in cuboid all the faces are rectangles and opposite faces are parallel. Here also opposite faces are parallel. Okay, that is front and back and left and right and top and bottom are parallel, or the planes. But all are parallelograms. Then it is called parallelepiped. If I have this vector as A bar and this vector as B bar and this vector as C bar, and if I want to know the volume for this kind of prisms, basically these are prisms means you can have any cross section and same cross section all over. Wherever you cut, it will have same cross section. It may be vertical, it may be slant, doesn't matter. The formula for that is base area into height. Cylinder also base area into height, or any, you can take hexagonal base prism or something. So for this also base area into height. And what is the base area? Base is a parallelogram. Its area is mod A cross B, the cross product of adjacent side. What about the height? I have to draw perpendicular here, that will be the height. Or I can extend this plane and find this height. Okay. If this angle is theta and this is mod C bar, this height will be mod C bar cos theta. We can see that. A simple right angle triangle. This is C bar and whose length is mod C bar and this angle is theta. So what is this height? Mod C bar cos theta. But if you see this total, if this is A bar, this is B bar, this is the direction of A cross B, which is perpendicular to both A and B. That is only this. And so A cross B is in this direction. C bar is in this direction. Theta is the angle between them. So exactly magnitude of one vector into magnitude of another vector into cos of angle between them. It is a dot product after all. So it is A bar cross B bar dot C bar, maybe with a mod because it can't be negative or something. Okay. So that's why volume of a parallelepiped with three co-terminals just as ABC is box ABC. Anytime if somebody has doubt, you can always stop me. So far, anybody has any doubt? Okay, no doubt. Almost related to this, it is like a pyramid basically, or tetrahedron here. If you have any kind of base, hexagon, square, pentagon, all the corners are joined to one top point, it's called pyramid. And the volume for all of them is 1/3 base area into height. So when I have tetrahedron, basically it can be treated as triangular base pyramid where all these are joined to one point. The formula is 1/3 base area into height. If I take this as A bar and this as B bar and this as C bar, the base is a triangle whose area is off mod A cross B. And the height is again same like this mod C bar cos theta. This will be again A cross B is like this, this is theta, and this will become box ABC again like this. You'll get 1/6 box ABC. The volume of a tetrahedron with three coterminate ABC is this. You can also have triangular prism. This is a triangular pyramid where all are joined to one point. What a triangular prism means, it's like a kaleidoscope or something. Okay, this also triangle, this also triangle, they're connected like this. Okay, so wherever you cut, it is a triangle one, same kind of triangle. So if somebody says this is A bar and this is B bar and this is C bar, because it's a prism and if you keep it vertical, it is like this only, but base is not a parallelogram. Base is a triangle and it's vertical, or maybe it can be slant. Base area into height only the formula. So this 1/3 will not come there, but this will come because base is a triangle. So we'll get off box ABC. So for a triangular prism with a this A bar, this B bar, this C bar volume is not that 1/3 will be missing. So because of that off box ABC. Okay. Basically, we learnt earlier that any vector in the space can be written as a linear combination of three other non-coplanar vectors in the space. Using this, some formulas can be derived. For example, let us say R bar is a vector in the space. I know three other vectors in the space as A bar, B bar, C bar, and I want to write R bar equal to lambda A bar plus mu B bar plus gamma C bar. If somebody want to know what is this lambda, what is this mu, what is that gamma? Let's say I'll give you R bar, I'll give you A bar, I'll give you B bar, I'll give you C bar. You can find lambda, mu, gamma by comparing coefficients. Without that, in vectors itself, without writing IJK form, if you want lambda, you should do something such as that these two are gone. So I am going to do both sides a dot product with B cross C. What is the advantage doing with dot product with B cross C? It will be perpendicular to B and also perpendicular to C. So B dot B cross C is also 0. C dot B cross C is also 0. They are perpendicular. So when you do dot product with B cross C, here you will get R bar dot B cross C. Here lambda times A bar dot B cross C. And B dot B cross C is 0. This C dot B cross C is also 0. This is a box RBC, this is box ABC. So you'll get lambda as box RBC by box ABC. Similarly, if you do dot product with C cross A, you are going to get R dot C cross A. This will be 0, this will be 0. You'll get mu into B dot C cross A. This is box RCA, this is box BCA. When you divide, you will come box RCA by box ABC. Okay, box BCA, but same as in rotation box ABC. Similarly, gamma. When you put them back, you'll get a one formula. What is that? R bar equal to box RBC into A, box RCA into B, box RAB into C. All are vectors. I am not writing with arrows. By box ABC. If you bring this box ABC this side, that itself is a formula, or as it is this. Is everybody clear about this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. We are going to discuss another proof for this little later when we discuss about multiple of four vectors. Okay, product of four vectors. Almost similar to this, there is another result which can be derived in the same way. Here, instead of writing R bar in terms of ABC, let's say I want to write R bar in terms of B cross C, C cross A cross B. I will take this some L into B cross C, some M into C cross A, some N into A cross B. Anybody want to give me an idea how to find L or M or N? Anyone?
Sir, multiply
Product with
dot product with B1.
Yeah, if you want B cross C, that is L, do dot product with A. Because A is perpendicular to C cross A. C cross A is perpendicular to A and A cross B is also perpendicular to A. If you do dot product with A, this will be 0, this will be 0. So when you do dot product with A, you'll get R bar dot A bar equal to L into A bar dot B cross C, which is box ABC. And these two are 0. When you do dot product with B, R dot B, this will be 0 because B dot B cross C. Two vectors are same or in box, or B and B cross are perpendicular. This is also 0. I'll get M into B dot C cross A box BC. In cyclic order also is box ABC. Similarly, R dots. So when you put that LMN back, you'll get R bar equal to R dot A into B cross C, R dot B into C cross A, and R dot C into A cross B, whole by box ABC. You can bring that box ABC this side and you got a result. So one is trying to express R bar as a linear combination of ABC. With that, we derived this kind of formula. And this is trying to find R bar as a linear combination of B cross C cross A, and A cross B. Okay, as I said yesterday, right hand system and left hand system, we don't have to go to the definition detail and all that. But when you take A and B, let's say somewhat like this. If you take C like this, it is left. right hand system, and if you take C like this, it is right hand system. You can take it like that. So in the case of if you take box ABC, if they are in the right hand system, box ABC value will come positive. In the left hand system, box ABC will come negative, because it depends on whether A cross B is making acute angle with C or obtuse angle with C. I'm not saying that C is exactly perpendicular to both A and B. In IJK case, it is like that, but here it is not necessary. So right hand system means box ABC is positive if ABs are in right hand system. If ABs are in left hand system, box ABC will be negative. But we don't use it so much, so it doesn't play much role.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, in IIT always left hand system sums only they'll give,
No,
sir.
no, right hand system.
Sorry, right hand system sums only they give, sir.
Yes, yes. They don't mention also, it is always right hand system.
Yes, thank you. Sir.
We know right in the beginning, just now we discussed, if A bar is A1I plus A2J plus A3K, and B bar is B1I plus B2J plus B3K, and C bar is C1I plus C2J plus C3K. Box ABC is equal to det A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. What if it is not in terms of IJK? Let us say A bar would have been A1 into L bar, A2 into M bar, and A3 into N bar. This one would have been B1 into L bar, B2 into M bar, plus B3 into N bar. This one would be C1 L bar, C2 M bar, and C3 N bar. Then how are you going to find box ABC? After all, box ABC means you find the cross product of these two and then do dot product with this. Okay, right? So actually, if you see what is B cross C now in the new case, you are going to get M cross N, N cross L, L cross M, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. When you expand this and do dot product with A, for example, you may get B2 C3 minus B3 C2 into M cross N. That's the first element here. That when you do dot product with this, okay, I am going to get L dot M cross N. When I take this dot product with this 0, this dot product with this is 0. Okay, so I'm going to get a box element here. Actually, more easily you can understand based on how I told something else. It's okay. Even now I can tell this. Let us say L bar itself is L1I plus L2 plus L3K. M bar is M1I plus M2J plus M3K. N bar is N1I plus N2J plus N3K. If you really write box ABC in terms of IJK, where you substitute L bar, M bar, N bar, all the details and write. Okay, and then write what is A bar, the three big things, and B bar, three big things, and C bar, three big things. We can easily understand based on the product of determinants that it is actually A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Here L1, L2, L3. Here M1, M2, M3. Here N1, N2, N3. You take this into I, that is only the I coefficient. Take this into J, that is only the J coefficient and K coefficient actually. When you really expand and write all the things, that is exactly this. All of you know how to multiply two determinants or two matrices, right? Now this can be replaced with box element. So I'm just removing some parts and then writing again. How L bar in terms of IJK right now, don't worry, even though I explained it. If A bar, B bar, C bar are not in terms of IJK, but they're in terms of some other L bar, M bar, N bar, okay, then box ABC is like your regular determinant only, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, but into box L, M, N. In the case of IJK, this will be I, this will be J, this will be K, that will be 1. Okay, otherwise it will be there. In fact, this includes the previous formula also. We have another interesting formula, very simple, box ABC into box LMN. This is a determinant and this is a determinant. Okay. maybe A bar is A1I plus A2J plus A3K, B bar is B1I plus B2J plus B3K, C bar is C1I plus C2J plus C3K. L bar is L1I plus L2J plus L3K, M bar is M1I plus M2J plus M3K, and N bar is N1I plus N2J plus N3K. When you take this into this, it is nothing but A bar dot L bar. So when you actually multiply this, you will get A bar dot L bar, A bar dot M bar, A bar dot N bar. Similarly, B bar dot L bar, B bar dot M bar, and B bar dot N bar. C bar dot L bar, C bar dot M bar, and C bar dot N. Okay, so this is a very important formula. Box ABC into box element, you can write like dot product. You don't have to write this step just to prove, but this is the answer. What if this is also box ABC? Then box ABC into box ABC whole square. You can write A dot A, A dot B, A dot C, B dot A, B dot B, B dot C, C dot A, C dot B, C dot C. L will become A, M will become B, and N will become C. Is this okay? Till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's not a difficult point. Already I said earlier that volume of a tetrahedron is 1/6 box ABC if their sides. But in tetrahedron, they may give vertices A, B, C, D. Then what to do? You write AB bar, AC bar, AD bar as coterminous edges. You can write this as AB bar, this is AC, this is AD. Or you can start with BA, BC, BD also you can write, not a big issue. That is one thing. Another thing is, many times we'll come across three vectors are coplanar or not. If three vectors are coplanar, there in one plane, box will be 0. Why? If A bar is like this and B bar is this and C bar is this, they're in one plane, A cross B is perpendicular to the board. And if this is perpendicular to the board, it is also perpendicular to every vector in this plane, including C bar. So A cross B is perpendicular to the whole plane. It is perpendicular to A also, B also, C also. Because A cross B and C are perpendicular, A cross B dot C is 0. That is box ABC is 0. So whenever you want to check three vectors coplanar, simply take their box is 0. This is a reason where in the beginning we did not done questions like if they're actually coplanar, C bar can be written as lambda A bar plus mu B bar. We can compare the coefficients and check whether coplanar or not. But the easier method is simply box ABC is 0. This is about three vectors coplanar. What about 4 points coplanar? Let us say in a plane I have 4 points A, B, C, D. 3 points are always coplanar because in the space if you take 3 points, they'll always form a triangle or a line. Whenever they form a triangle, they're in a plane. Whether point D is in that plane or not, we don't know. If point D is outside that plane, they will form a tetrahedron. If point C is in that plane, they're coplanar. How do you know they're coplanar or not? Join A to B, join A to C, join A to D. If these three vectors are coplanar, the corresponding points are also coplanar. So we need to check for box AB, AC, and AD. Is it 0? If it is 0, then the 4 points are coplanar. If you expand this, also you'll get another condition. This you can write B minus A, C minus A, and D minus A. The position vectors of A, B, C, D are this. Okay. When I actually expand this, we will get box B, C, D. Okay. If you actually write proper order, you will get box CAD, box ABD equal to box ABC. So whenever the points with position vectors A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar are coplanar, sum of these three boxes will be this. How did we get? After expanding this, you'll actually get 8 boxes or something, but many of them are 0. You'll be left with 4 boxes. One box is sent that side. You can see a pattern. D is here, D is here, D is here. This is BC, cyclic order CA, cyclic order AB. And what is here is ABC. We can remember like that for coplanarity. Okay, this is one more thing I want to tell. Okay, we'll discuss about equation of plane and all after a while. But let us say there is a plane containing 3 points A bar, B bar, C bar position vectors. D bar is somewhere outside the plane. I want to find this perpendicular distance from a point to a plane. It is as good as asking join ABC and join them to D. They form a tetrahedron. They can ask what is the height of the tetrahedron. Okay, from D. Of course, they can ask. They could ask from which vertex they want. So, triangle joining ABC is your base, and D is somewhere above. They want to know what is the height from D to the base. You can use this 1/6 box AB, AC, and AD is the volume of the tetrahedron. But that is same as 1/3 into base area. That is half mod AB cross AC into height. 1/3 base area into. So if you want height, just divide. This 3, this 2, this 6, you can cancel. When you divide this, you will get AB, AC, and AD by mod AB cross AC. Of course, when you expand this, you'll get mod A cross B plus B cross C plus C cross A. This we can leave it like that maybe. So we'll be getting some answer there. What if they are, instead of giving ABC here, they gave this is A bar, this is B bar, this is C bar, A, B, C. Then this is directly box ABC. This is still same. You'll get A cross B plus B cross C plus C cross. This can be changed with the whatever, if sides are given or vertices are given, or the position vectors of the vertices are given or the 3 coterminous sides are given. My main point is, if you want a height of a tetrahedron, use volume formula in 2 ways. One is what you have, 1/6 of the triple product. Another one is 1/3 into base area into height. Keep the height one side, everything else to other side. We'll get a formula. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, now we'll talk about multiplying 4 vectors. And that also scalar and vector. Oh, we have to talk about scalar triple product. We only discussed about, sorry, scalar triple product we discussed. We are not yet discussed about vector triple product. Obviously, A bar cross B cross C is different from A cross B cross C. Why it's different? Finally, this answer is a vector. That vector, will it be perpendicular to A bar? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But it also will be perpendicular to B cross C also. If a vector is perpendicular to B cross C, then where is that vector will be?
In the plane of A.
In the plane of B and C.
Oh, sorry.
Forget about A bar. Let's say I have a plane, I have B bar and I have C bar. B cross C will be like this. Perpendicular to B cross C, I have vector like this, like this, like this. So many vectors are there. But all of them will be either here or here or here or here. All the vectors which are perpendicular to B cross C, they're all there in the plane containing B and C. So anything perpendicular to this has to come some number into B bar and some number into C bar, because it is in the coplanar with B and C. It should be written as linear combination of B and C. So actually I can write this as lambda B bar plus lambda C, mu C bar. It should be perpendicular to A. I can check dot product with A. Based on that, this formula is derived. What is that? Okay, how to remember? I'm telling first. This dot this into this. So A bar dot C bar into B bar minus this dot this into this, which is A dot B into C. You can see in the formula that it is some number into B bar, some number into C bar, because it is in the plane of B and C. Coming to this, it is finally perpendicular to C bar, perpendicular to A cross B. Anything perpendicular to A cross B will be in the plane containing A and B. It will be something into A and something into B. What is that? First, this dot product. A bar dot C bar into B bar minus this dot product, which is B dot C into A. Okay, so we have to remember this vector triple product, obviously, simple formula. Now, what if I have 4 vectors? A bar cross B bar cross C cross D. Then,
Sir,
yes, please.
sir, why only those values, sir? Can you explain once?
I already explained that this answer will be definitely in the form of lambda B plus mu C, right?
Yes, sir. Means why only that lambda and that mu?
That I'm telling you. This one should be perpendicular to A. So when you do dot product with A, you should get 0, right?
Yes.
When you expand, open it, what will come? Lambda into B dot A is equal to minus mu into C dot A. When you divide, lambda by mu is minus C dot A by B dot A. So this lambda and this mu should be in the ratio of C dot A is to B dot A with a minus. Okay. When you then a ratio, you can actually take into K here, into K here. So actually one K will come here, one K will come here. That K equal to 1 can be proved with any kind of example. Once K equal to 1 is kept, this is a formula. That's it.
Yes. Thank
In IP, they don't prove this way. In IP, they don't tell the derivation. See, proof is different, derivation is different. Proof means you don't have to tell how the formula is derived, how you got an idea. You have to just find another way. I'm not talking about verifying from the options, verifying with an example. Like mathematical induction is a proof. The formula is given true or false, we can prove it. That means thoroughly. Okay. But it is not a derivation, right? So what I told you is derivation, but if you want to prove it, another way is there. Take A bar as A1I plus A2J plus A3K, B bar as B1I plus B2J plus B3K, C bar as C1I plus C2J plus C3K. Find LHS separately, RHS separately, they will come equal. Okay. But how we got an idea to make this formula, that is we are not worried, but we proved it. Okay. So both are proofs, but there is a slight difference between derivation and proof. Okay. So these are the two formulas. So both are different. We have to remember that. Now coming to this. This one, there are two formulas for this, not one. But for this, if you want to write a formula, you have to use this formula, this formula. That is, I'll assume this as one single vector. That is P. P cross C cross T. According to this formula, it should be P bar dot D bar into C minus P dot C into B. This dot product with this into this dot product with this into this. But what is P dot D? What is my P? A cross B. A cross B dot D. So it is actually box ABD into C. Minus this is A cross B dot C, box ABC into D. So we got an answer where it is some number into C bar and some number into D bar. Why? Because this final answer has to be perpendicular to C cross D. Something cross something, the answer should be perpendicular to this vector and this vector. And anything perpendicular to C cross D should be in terms of linear combination of C and D. Some number into C bar, some number into D bar. But at the same time, it is also perpendicular to A cross B. Its answer also should be in the terms of A and B also, as a linear combination of A and B. How to derive that? Take C cross D as some Q bar. It will be A cross B cross Q. And according to this formula, it will be A dot Q into B minus B dot Q into A. But what is A dot Q? What is our Q? C cross D. When you put C cross D, it is box ACD into B. And here when A dot Q, this is B dot Q. Yeah. When I take B dot Q, it is box BCD into A. So we got some number into B bar and some number into A bar, which is as a linear combination of A and B. In fact, this is a vector common to the two planes. What is that? Let us say I have two planes like this. This plane contains A and B. This plane contains C and D. And I want this vector, which is in the plane of AB also, which is in the plane of CD. That is only this. Why? Anything in the plane of A and B should be perpendicular to A cross B. And anything in the plane of C and D should be perpendicular to C cross D. If you want something to be perpendicular to A cross B also and C cross D also, it should be perpendicular to both A cross B and C cross B, means their cross product. A cross B cross C cross D, which is this. So this basically represent the common vector of two planes. First plane containing A and B vectors, second plane containing C and D vectors. It can be as a linear combination of A and B, it can be a linear combination of C and D. Only one expression has two formulas, so these two formulas must be equal. So when you equate it, we get the same result that we wrote this. Wherever R bar is there, you write D bar. That is exactly equating these two. So earlier we derived this another way, this formula, and now we are deriving another way where for one question, two formulas, equate both of them, we got it. Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just a minute. I guess equation of line and plane I can only discuss tomorrow. Whatever left about triple products and multiple products we'll cover, and then we'll stop if required by 10 minutes also. If I have 2i plus 3j plus 5k, 7i plus 9j plus 4k, and I minus j plus 2k. We write this simply 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 4, 1 minus 1, 2. Instead of ijk, if I have a bar, b bar, c bar here, a, b, c here, a, b, c, then we will write into box abc. Okay, this is one such question where if you have a plus b, b plus c, and c plus a, it is actually 2 times box abc. By splitting the boxes, we can understand, or according to that formula, here the other coefficients of abc 1, 1, 0. What are the coefficients of abc 0, 1, 1? What are the coefficients of abc 1, 0, 1 into box abc? When you simplify that, you will get 2 times box abc. This is a formula, we use it quite a few times. A cross B, B cross C, C cross A, box of that is box ABC whole square. How to understand this? If you really take A bar as A1i plus A2j plus A3k, B bar as B1i plus B2j plus B3k, and C bar as C1i plus C2j plus C3k. Really find this in a matrix form and really write this. What you get is det of adjoint A equal to det A whole square. In matrix and determinant of cofactor matrix or determinant of adjoint matrix is square of the original matrix for 3 by 3 matrix. So for n by n matrix, I would have said n minus 1, but it is square. It is exactly same. Because when you actually find A cross B, when you look at the elements, they are actually cofactors of C in this. Similarly, when you find B cross C and find the elements, will be cofactors of B in this, or A in this, and B in this. Another way to prove this is when you open this, what is the after all triple product means? A cross B dot B cross C cross C cross A. You can put dot here, cross here, dot here. A cross B dot. How to open this? You can take this as one vector, let us say. This dot this, which is box BCA into C, minus this dot this, which is box BCC into A. But box BCC is 0 because two vectors are same. You got A cross B dot a number into C. That number can be taken out, which is box BCA, into you are left with A cross B dot C. This also box ABC, this also box ABC, which is box ABC whole square. So that's how we can prove this. Apart from that, det of adjoint A is equal to det A whole square. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is something called reciprocal system of vectors. It is not a thing that you should know. If at all they want to give a question, they should give a passage or a question with all the details defining it. Not a standard thing. But if somebody wants, let us say A bar, B bar, and C bar are three vectors. There are another set of three vectors where that system is, I want to say, reciprocal of this. So what I mean is, if I have L bar, M bar, N bar, L and dot A should be 1, M dot B should be 1, and N dot C should be 1. And L should be perpendicular to BC, M should be perpendicular to AC, and N should be perpendicular to AB. You can write those equations. When you try to find element from that, okay, you will get L bar as a B cross C by box ABC. M bar as B cross C cross A by box ABC. And N bar as A cross B by box ABC. These three are called reciprocal system of this. Why they called reciprocal is A dot L is equal to 1. It is like L equal to 1 by A, like reciprocal. Of course, we don't write A then. There's nothing called reciprocal of a vector by definition. But this, you can see now, is that this one and this one is the dot product 1? Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
A dot B cross C by box A, this is 1. And this dot, this is 0, this dot, this is 0. Exactly satisfying the condition. Similarly, this one, dot product with this 0, dot product with 0, dot product with 1. This one, dot product with these two, 0 with this one. So these are called reciprocal system of this. There may be some questions they can ask what they are some different dot products and all. Otherwise, not a very great thing. Routine. One or two things that like questions only, but because we use it maybe frequently, they call it as formula. A cross B cross C plus B cross C cross A plus C cross A cross B is 0 bar. How? Just use formula for this, formula for this, formula for this, everything will cancel. What is the formula for this? A dot C into B minus A dot B into C. For this formula is B dot A into C minus B dot C into A. For this, C dot B into A minus C dot A into B. So these two are same, they will cancel. These two are same, they will cancel. These two are same, they will cancel. You will get 0. Just using formulas. They can even ask I cross J cross K, J cross K cross I can also okay. But there, each one of them may be 0. Okay. Yeah, we are not discussed about scalar triple product. That is product of 4 things. That is the last one. If I want A bar cross B bar dot C cross D, this is a vector, this is a vector. Okay. Final answer is a scalar. What is the formula for it? Is that what we learnt in the definition in the beginning, that is in scalar triple product box, ABC can be written as A cross B dot C or A dot B cross C, both are same. From here to here, what happened? Cross and dot can be interchanged. Of course, accordingly, you have to change the brackets. Okay, we cannot write A dot B cross C. Sorry, we cannot write A dot B cross C, saying that cross I kept here, dot I kept here. Then bracket you have to change. Otherwise, a number cross a vector is a meaningless. So we don't change the order ABC as it is. Dot here, cross here, interchange, but bracket will shift. The same way, if you want to make a formula for this dot has to come here, this cross has to come here. So A bar dot B cross C cross D. But we have to put a bracket for this than this. This bracket went here. Dot came here, cross came here. What is B cross C cross D? B bar dot D bar into C minus B bar dot C bar into D. Now this is just a number. When you take it out, it will be B bar dot D bar into A dot C. And if you take this, it is B bar dot C bar into A dot. Okay, so basically, how to remember it easily, maybe, is that it can be written as a 2 by 2 determinant. You write A dot C first here, A dot D first here, Next, B dot C here and B dot D. This into this minus this into this. That is the determinant. That is exactly this. B dot D into A dot C minus B dot C into A dot D. You can remember like that. Most of the formulas I'm telling the derivation because they're not too lengthy derivations. So if you forget the formula anytime, you can instantly derive it. And when you in revision, it may not be so important for some formulas to know the derivation, but when you know some derivation, it gives you a confidence how this formula is true and how it is derived, when it can be applied. It gives some kind of when you're using the formula, you are not quite afraid. You are quite confident about the formula. That is one of the reasons sometimes. Okay. So I covered most of the things unless one or two small bits here and there. I'm sure 2 different questions it can be covered. So only equation of line and plane and there are some related things about them are completely left. Otherwise, the other things are covered. You can continue trying mains material. Tomorrow sometime I may clarify doubts from 31 to 45. And then after that, I may continue theory about equation of line and plane. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, one thing in revision is I may not be asking questions in between to you. I may not be telling an interesting way. Maybe just I'm only speaking. So sometimes it's difficult to concentrate for 1 hour. But you understand we have less time, so we don't have any other option. All right. Okay. Thank you. You can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.